3 places times 2, 2 degrees of frost, and 1 to 2 places are among the prizes on this week's 3-2-1. And here's your host, Ted Rogers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And hello. Thank you. Thank you for that splendid welcome. Good evening, everybody. Welcome once again to the big one, 3-2-1. You're on with our theme for you this week, just one word, Oasis. When I think of that word Oasis, it conjures up in my mind deserts, Arabs, rich oil sheikhs with 200 wives. Wouldn't fancy that, then, fellas, would you? You know why? 200 mother-in-laws. Tell you how many of them are up here. You know the garage just across the road here at the studios? They've just opened their first camel wash. Yeah. Think I'm joking? I'm driving around Hyde Park Corner in London the other day, and one went by me on a camel. I couldn't believe it. A camel. I whammed my window down. I said, who do you think you are? He said, Lawrence of Belgravia. Yes, Oasis is our theme, and it's time once again for all of you to come along and meet our little rebel rubbish receptacle, my mate Dusty Bin. Here he is. Come on, Dusty. Oh, yes. And as always, dressed up to go along with our theme of Oasis as a snake charmer. Look at that. Very good, Dusty. Very, very good indeed. I know how he feels. You felt the same as that, haven't you? Looks more like E.T., doesn't it? No, but of course you can't be fooled by this guy because there are 2 snakes here. Not just the cobra in the basket, but Dusty. He's a bluff adder. Remember, he represents our booby prize, of course. If our contestants win him, all they take home is 1 brand new dustbin. That's all they get. So we start, as always, with the 3-2-1 quiz. Each couple gets a chance to go home with £1,000 each. Let's say hello to the first couple playing the quiz. Here they are. Caroline, we're all pretty tall this week.
I know,
and a lovely dress, as always.
Thank you very much.
You had a nice week this week?
Very nice week.
Good. And
very good week.
Who are couple number 1?
We have Bob and Alison Littley Wilson from Melton Mowbray, Leicestershire.
Thank you very much. Littley Wilson. I would have said Biggie Wilson, wouldn't you? From Melton Mowbray. Oh, great. That's a sort of an uncommon name, isn't it? I mean, where did that come from?
Well, Alison's is Littley and mine's Wilson.
Oh, so you just put the 2 together?
That's right, when we got married, yes.
You're a quantity surveyor then, Bob, yes?
That's right.
Is that commercial or domestic buildings?
Domestic house building.
And you 2 met when you both worked in the same pet food factory?
That's right.
Is that right?
Yes. That's right, yes.
Oh, I bet Bob didn't propose on one knee, did he? He just lifted 1 leg. What did your job entail there then, Bob? What did you do at the pet food factory?
I was a scheduling coordinator, sort of moving all the raw materials into the factory.
Raw materials, I think we'll leave it there. Let's have your questions, shall we? 3 envelopes there. Which one of those are you going to choose?
Number 1.
You have number 1? OK, fine. Now, you know you play for £10 for each correct answer. 2 ways we stop it. If you make a mistake or run out of time, we do have to accept the first answer you give, OK? So please be careful with guesses. And if you don't know an answer, just say, don't know, pass. I'll go on to your partner with the next question. Good luck. Your question is about well-known sportsmen and women and their first names. We will give you the surname of a well-known person. We want you to give the first name by which they are best known. So sports people and their first name. Now, Ballesteros the golfer has the first name Severiano. We'll start you with that one. Ballesteros the golfer is...
Severiano.
Piggott the jockey.
Leicester.
Keegan the footballer.
Kevin.
Knott the cricketer.
Pass.
Torville the skater.
Jane.
Reardon the snooker player.
Ray.
Becker the tennis player.
Boris.
Sanderson the javelin thrower.
Pass.
Piquet the racing driver.
Pass.
Piquet. And Sly the runner. Sly the runner.
John.
No, different sex. Wendy Sly. Yes, a great athletic lady she is. Piquet, the racing driver, of course, Nelson Piquet. Sanderson, the javelin thrower, you know, don't you? Yes, Tessa Sanderson, of course, who lives only up the road. Knott, the cricketer, of course, the great Alan Knott. What have you got there? 6 right gives you £60 with a very nice start. Off you go with Caroline, folks. See you in round 2 as we say hello to couple number 2. Hi, Linda. Also in blue, different but blue
Gorgeous.
again. It is nice, isn't it?
Yes, it
and your
is.
week's been good as well, is it?
Smashing,
Good
thank
stuff. Who's couple number 2?
All right, we have Alan and Susan Kennedy from Brecon in East Scotland.
Brecon. Ah, that's
Brecon.
Brecon City, is it?
exactly
Yeah, lovely. And you're both, you both teach languages, yes?
Yes.
And Alan, where do you teach?
I teach in Carnoustie High School.
Carnoustie.
Yeah, it's about 25 miles from Brecon.
That's not Carnoustie, is it Carnoustie?
Yes.
Like the Carnoustie Golf Club?
The very same.
Oh, lovely. And where do you teach then, Sue?
In Brecon High School.
I see.
itself.
And you teach French and German?
That's correct.
I
Yeah.
can speak a little French, bidet and duvet. I know that's not much, but I can show people around the bedroom and bathroom. Anyway, it's nice that the pair of you are both here. We'll have your questions. There we are. Number 1 or number... No, sorry, 3 or 2. You want number 2? And the same procedure, of course. Answer alternately. Ladies first. Say, if you don't know an answer, say, don't know, pass. Go into your partner with the next question. Question is about well-known sportsmen and women and their first names. We will give you the surname of a well-known person. We want you to give the first name by which they are usually known, best known. Sports people and their first names. Miss Potter. Miss Potter, the cricketer, has the first name Sarah. We'll start you with that one. Potter, the cricketer, and...
Sarah.
Dalglish, the footballer.
Kenny.
Jacqueline, the golfer.
Tony.
Bud, the runner.
Zola.
Carson, the jockey.
Willie.
Mandlikova, the tennis player.
Hannah.
Whitbread, the javelin thrower.
Pass.
Thorburn, the snooker player.
Cliff.
Bristow, the darts player.
Eric.
Bristow. And Adams, the judo champion.
Brian.
No, it's Neil.
Brian
Neil Adams. Yes, Brian Jacks you were thinking of, and he's a great mate of mine, Brian Jacks. Lovely fella. Neil Adams, the judo champ, of course. Whitbread, the javelin thrower. Who was that? Fatima Whitbread, of course, but you've done pretty good. 8 there gives you £80 and a very nice start. Off with Linda, folks. See you in round 2 as we greet couple number 3. How do you do? OK, Caroline, who's couple number 3?
We have Malcolm and Julie Godsell from Manchester.
From Manchester, Stretford, I believe, Malcolm, yes?
Yes.
And I see you're bank clerks, yes?
Yes.
Yeah? And you work at the same branch, do you, or not?
No. Same bank, but
but
different
different
branches.
branches.
Oh, no, I couldn't stand that all day as well as all night, no.
You mean it's better at the bank?
Pardon?
Better at home.
I love this. You actually met on a bank course, the two of you, didn't you? And it says here that you only really said hello because Malcolm fancied you, but he thought of an idea sort of to get round that.
He just completely ignored me. He didn't say anything. He just pretended I wasn't there and ignored me for a full fortnight. And then out of the blue, phone call. So.
And you accepted straight away?
Yeah. Yeah.
You weren't as hard up as you thought, were you? That's okay. Let's have your questions from Caroline. Thanks, Caroline. Last envelope, of course, means that's the one for you, but you do get the free choice in the next round. Be careful with guesses. Again, your question is about well-known sportsmen and women and their first names. We will give you the surname of a well-known person, and we want you to give the first name by which they are best known. So sports people and their first names. Hazelwood, the water skier, has the first name Mike. We'll start you with that one. Hazelwood, the water skier, and...
Mike.
Thompson, the decathlete.
Daly.
Lauder, the racing driver.
Nicky.
Higgins, the snooker player.
Alex.
Slaney, Decker Slaney, the runner.
Pass.
Lyle, the golfer.
Pass.
Dury, the tennis player.
Joe.
Gatting, the cricketer.
Mike.
Whiteside, the footballer.
Norman.
And Capes, the shot putter.
Jeff.
Jeff Capes, of course, the great Jeff Capes. Lyle, the golfer, was Sandy Lyle, of course, our Open champ. And Decker Slaney, Mary Decker Slaney, of course, yes, the great athlete she is. You've done well, though. 8 gives you £80 and a very good start. Lovely. So, at the end of the first round of the quiz, couple number 1, Bob and Alison, they've got £60, but joint leaders at the moment, couple number 2 and 3, that's Alan, Susan, Malcolm and Julie. They are both on £80 apiece. Good. That's nice. OK, the second round questions, and as it is the second round, you do get the free choice this time, Julie.
Right.
All right, OK, so you go for number 3, and you are going for £80 for each correct answer. Here we are again. The question here is about international car registration letters and the countries they stand for. We will give you the letters that appear on cars from foreign countries, and we want you to say which country they come from. So international registration letters and their countries of origin. Where are we? GR. GR appears on cars from Greece. We'll start you with that one. GR and...
Greece.
Right. B.
Belgium.
SF.
Pass.
AUS.
Austria.
Oh, no. It was so close, it was Australia. What a shame, Mal. A good guess, though. Thank you for having the nerve to take a try there. SF was Finland, but you have 2 there, so at the end of that, you got £160. Well done for having a go. Well done. Off you go with Caroline. as we welcome back couple number 2. Alan and Susan, here we are. 2 or 1, this time you go for 2, and you are going for £80 for each correct answer. And again, the question is the same, about international car registration letters and the country they stand for. We will give you the letters that appear on cars from foreign countries, and we want you to say which country they are from. International car registration letters and their countries of origin. CY appears on cars from Cyprus. We'll start you with that one. CY and
Cyprus.
I.
Pass.
CH.
Switzerland.
CDN.
Pass.
D.
Pass.
MC.
Pass.
N. N.
Pass.
A.
Austria.
PL.
Pass.
And SU.
Sudan.
No. I'd have guessed something like that. Would you believe it was as simple as Soviet Union? SU was Soviet Union. PL was Poland. N, Norway. MC, Monaco.
Yeah.
And D was, do you know D? It's Germany, you're right, Deutschland. CDN was Canada, and I, Italy. I was Italy. What have you got at the end of that? £240. 240 you have. Off you go with Linda. Maybe we'll see you in the next round as we welcome back couple number 1. Oh, yes. OK, Bob and Alison. Thank you, Caroline. Again, the last envelope means that's the one for you. And you're going for £60 for each correct answer. The question is about international car registration letters and the countries they stand for. We will give you the letters that appear on cars from foreign countries, and we want you to say which country they are from. International car registration letters and their countries of origin. CS appears on cars from Czechoslovakia. We'll start you with that one. CS and
Czechoslovakia.
F.
France.
DK.
Denmark.
IRL.
Pass.
NL. NL.
Netherlands.
S. S.
Pass.
V. V.
Pass.
H. H.
Pass.
And M.
Pass.
And ZA.
South Africa.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Good. Did you know that, or did you take a chance? Doesn't matter.
Chance.
You got it. It was South Africa. M was Malta. H was Hungary. V was Vatican. Not many there, isn't it? Just the Pope-mobile. And, thanks, Debs. S was Sweden. IRL was Ireland. But what have you got? £300 you got at the end of that. Good for you. So, at the end of this week's quiz, we have couple number 3, Malcolm and Julie, on £160. Couple number 2, Alan and Susan, on £240. But the winners of our quiz this week are couple number 1, Bob and Alison, on £300. Well done. Lovely. So we have to say goodbye to couple number 3. That's Malcolm and Julie. Hey, Malcolm, it was very courageous of you to take the chance like that. Most people would say, don't know, pass. You know, people get a bit upset saying, oh, they think I'm not too clever. But you were very, very courageous to take the chance. A shame you weren't right. But never mind. What have they got there?
£160.
£160. Not bad,
Thank
folks,
you.
is it? Malcolm, thank you very much indeed. Yeah. Julie, take care.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Stay with us. And you stay with us too. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you on 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's part 2 of 3, 2, 1, and our theme, remember, this week is Oasis. And we've got Alan and Susan, who are from Brecon in Scotland, playing in this part of the show against Bob and Alison, who are from Melton Mowbray, the tall folks. You know what happens here? Of course, at the end of each one of our items we're about to show you, one of our guests is going to come here to the table, leave you a clue object, and they read the rhyme. The rhyme that a lot of people find it very difficult to decipher. I'm sure you'll have no trouble at all. When we have 3 here on the table, you're going to have to choose one to reject if you're going to be the lucky couple who gets through the elimination question, eh? Right, so good luck then. We'll go on and have item number 1 of Oasis. And what a way to start. The number is called Knock on Wood, and who else but the Brian Rogers Connection. How are you? Smashing. A great routine, as always. I know he's got you that Brown Rogers dashing up and down the motorway, what with Her Majesty's and our show. Good routine, as always. And I'd like to mention Miriam Stockley. What a fabulous singer she was on that, huh?
Fabulous.
Great routine. What are you leaving the folks here as the clue?
A piece of wood.
One piece of wood is the clue for you. OK, Rob, what's the rhyme?
Take a stab, lend an ear. What's in there is in here.
See, we can all remember that. Can't make anything out of it, though, can we? Thank you, Rob, of the Brown Rogers Connection. Thank you, Robert. I know all of our couples say, oh, it's a little early, but what do you think, Alan? Any idea on that one at all?
Nothing so far.
No? How about the Litley Wilsons? No? So we go on and have item number 2 of Oasis, and one of the brightest new comedy stars around today. Please welcome Andrew O'Connor.
Good evening, my name is Inspector Clouseau. I'm an officer of the law. At the moment, I'm working on the case of a man who, a fortnight ago, stole 100 bottles of syrup of figs. He's been on the run for a fortnight. I'm also working on the case of the missing moustache. I've lost it, I don't know where it is. I will have to buy myself a can of whiskers. At the moment, the only clue I have is this light here. I will find out if it works. What the flipping it? Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Andrew. Happy birthday to me. Thank you. You're a lovely audience, huh? Wish I'd got a better act, really. You know, Inspector Clouseau off the films was one of my all-time favourite screen heroes. And I think the big problem with the films today is they're all so violent, aren't they? Like that new guy.
Okay, don't push me, okay, no problem. Okay, just don't push me, okay, no problem. Don't push me!
Arthur Scargill. Sylvester Stallone has just made a new film, yeah. And it's a cross between First Blood 2 and The Wizard of Oz. It's called Somewhere Over the Rambo. It's a joke. I'm a comedian. You gotta imagine, right, that Rambo is being trained to go into Vietnam. And the sergeant says, okay, Rambo, this is what you have to do. It's a good voice, that, isn't it? You gotta go in the jungle, you'll be completely unarmed. It's me doing all these voices, you know. And you gotta capture and kill a wild grizzly bear.
It's okay, no problem. Okay, just don't push me, no problem. Okay, no problem. Okay, I'll do it.
So Rambo walks into the jungle. And he stops. And there's a rustle in the leaves. Hello, Russell. I'm a comedian, yeah. And he goes a bit further. And Rambo suddenly lets out a blood-curdling, piercing scream. He goes... Because coming towards him is a hideous monster completely covered in reddy grey hair, going, well, here we are in the underworld with all these wonderful marvelous costumes. I'm making the whole these wonderful. And you could... Can you imagine Rambo having a conversation with Bellamy?
Okay, David, no problem. Okay, what?
Well, weapon more, we wonderful.
Okay, David, no problem. Okay, wonderful.
Well, we wonderful. They've done to the art of conversation what Herod did to Mothercare. So he carries on walking Rambo. He'd lost a leg. And he goes into this tunnel, and he perfectly reproduces the mating cry of the wild grizzly bear. He goes, woo woo. And a sound comes back, woo woo. And again he goes, woo woo. And a sound comes back. It's my act, you know. I'm the comedian. You can play if you want to. Rambo goes woo woo, and the sound comes back. Woo! And again he goes woo woo, and the sound comes back. Woo! And one last time he goes woo woo, and the sound comes back. Woo! And he's run down by the Orient Express. Well, I told you he was being trained. What do you want?
Yeah! All right, Andrew, very much. Smashing. Lovely. And we're going to see you soon, aren't we, on a new series?
Yeah, it's called Copycats, and it starts very shortly.
That's all the impressionists, yes?
All impressionists.
Right. Good that you're here. What are you leaving these folks as a clue?
Ah, it's an old boot. How about that? Look?
Okay, yes, it looks pretty old. And what does the rhyme say?
It says, not so dusty if you win, you'll see it shining like a pin.
And everyone goes very, very quiet, don't they? Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew O'Connor. Good luck, Andrew.
Good luck.
All the best to you. Now, any thoughts about that one yet?
Said dusty and it sounds a bit too obvious, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
well, at least you're thinking about it, right? One more on the table, of course, then you have to make up your mind which one you're going to get rid of if you get through the question. Here we go again. Now it's midnight at the Oasis, and here's a young lady it's always a pleasure to welcome back on our show. Helen Gels is here.
Midnight at the Oasis, send your camel to bed. Shadows painting our faces, traces of romance in our head. Heaven's holding a half moon, shining just for us. Let's slip off to a sand dune real soon. Kick up a little dust. Come on, cactus is our friend. He'll point out the way. Come on, till the evening ends. Till the evening ends. You don't have to answer. There's no need to speak. I'll be your belly dancer, prancer, and you can be my sheep. You don't need no harem, honey. No, no, no. When I am by your side, and you don't need no camera. No, no. When I take you for a ride, come on. Cactus is our friend. He'll point out the way. Come on, till the evening ends. Till the evening ends. Midnight at the Oasis, send your camel to bed. We got shadows painting our faces, traces, romance in our head. Oh, come on. Ooh, come on.
Good to see you back on the show once again. Thanks for coming up here. And I know you're working on something rather exciting, aren't you?
Yes, I'm working on a new West End musical.
Lovely. Good luck. I hope it all works. What are you leaving them as the clue here?
A stone.
Stone. The boys couldn't have got you a bigger one than that, could they? Yeah, no, that's the clue, the stone, all right? And what about the rhyme? What does that say?
It says, not green, though so-called without fail. Don't throw it in the army jail.
Oh, you couldn't have had it clearer than that, could you? Beautifully said. Helen Gels. Thanks, Helen. Good luck with the musical. Good luck. Well, now, how about that one, Bob?
Oh, I'm baffled on that, but thinking back on the boot.
Yes.
Could be the car, we think.
Oh. And how about you, Bob?
Stone stunt, you're thinking on gems and diamonds and things like that.
Yes, well...
Something not to throw away, it sounds.
Green, probably
Yep.
not green.
Wanting to keep it.
Well, you're thinking about that one. Of course, now we have 3 on the table. I can read the other 2 just to refresh your memories again. This was the piece of wood item number 1, which came in from Robert of the Brian Rogers Connection. He said, take a stab, lend an ear, What's in there is in here. All right? And, of course, the boot came in, an old boot. Number 2 item from Andrew O'Connor, who said, not so dusty. If you win, you'll see it shining like a pin. So you have to choose one now to get rid of if you're going to get through the question. So you made up your mind, Alan?
We're thinking the London ear obviously rings bells with Romans, and Caesar being stabbed that was his downfall at the end of the day.
One's got to be rejected. You have to choose one. You're going to reject the wood?
Yeah.
Oh, so saying that's dusty bin, you're going to reject the wood?
No, we thought the wood was dusty.
You thought the wood was dusty bin, because you want to get rid of that, do you? Fine, and how about Alan and Susan? What are you going to do?
Yeah, we think the same.
About the wood?
We go for the wood.
Oh, I see. Well, fair enough. So, okay, we're unanimous on that one. The wood is going to be rejected. Whichever couple gets through the elimination question, and here it is, folks. Put your hand, please, beside the button there. When you think you know the answer, you hit the button and answer. Please don't answer before you hit the button, otherwise I have to offer it to the other couple. Whoever has a go first, if they're wrong, of course, I'll continue reading it until someone gets it right. Good luck to you. This is a desert. Okay, Alan's had to go straight away. What is it?
Sahara.
No, it's not the Sahara. So I can offer it to Bob. And Alison, what do you say?
Gobi.
No, it's not the Gobi, so I will continue reading it. There you go. It is in Africa. It's on the boundary of the Transvaal Plateaus and the Zambezi River. It contains... Okay, Bob's had to go again.
Kalahari.
The Kalahari. You've done it and you're through. Oh. Well done. Yes, you're through. My very next line, it contains the Kalahari National Park. So that would have given it to whoever was quick. But you had to go and you're through. So we have to, unfortunately, say goodbye to Sue and Al. What do you have then, Caroline? What did they win in the quiz?
£240.
£240, folks. Very nice. There's, of course, Susan. Al takes the ceramic dusty bin. And, of course, a little look across there because Linda has a consolation prize for you. A magnificent willow cane hamper packed with good food. How about that? Very nice. Yeah. Yeah. You'd like a picnic on that straight away, wouldn't you? Thanks very much, Sue. Take care to you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All the best from Scotland, Brecon. Take care, Alan. Give them a round of applause. Thanks so much. Well, okay. Litley Wilsons are through, and it would be the tall people. 6, I just get the 6 feet, and I think I'm pretty tall. You're what, 6 what?
6'4".
6'4". Well, you're through. We're going to see exactly what it is you rejected, the piece of wood, after the break. See you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to 3, 2, 1, and Oasis is our theme, remember, and we've got Bob and Alison Litley Wilson. Biggie Wilson, I'm going to start to call you. I've got to, he's so tall, 6'4". You're from Melton Mowbray, you've got through, and you've rejected the piece of wood, eh? All right, let's see what it is for you. Have you had any other thoughts about it now? No. You just hope it's the bin. Let's see what you do. Robert, okay, from the Brown Rogers Connection, brought the piece of wood, said, take a stab, lend an ear, what's in there is in here. Okay. Take a stab, lend an ear, said Robert. So something made of wood, maybe. What's in there is in here. So what's in the first line which could be made of wood? Take a stab, lend an ear. Stab and lend, take the tab from stab, which was followed by LE from lend. Yes, indeed, Alison, you get table, but not just a table. Take a look at this here.
This beautiful stained pine drop-leaf table and 6 high-backed chairs, together with a traditional pine dresser, make a magnificent setting for the Minton dinner and coffee services which complete the prize.
Well, a super prize and, of course, not exactly dusty bin, right? Now we will have item number 4 of Oasis, and here's a gentleman who's really going to keep you on your toes. The star of that recent West End smash hit, try saying that. Fabulous musical it was. Here's Tim Flavin.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever, that is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing, fever started long ago. You give me fever, Romeo loved Juliet. Juliet, she felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Now you've listened to my story. Here's the point that I have made. Chicks were born to give you fever, be it Fahrenheit or centigrade. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever till you sizzle. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. Fever!
Oh, yeah. Classic, Tim. A great routine. Fever, you look as though you got one. You don't want to mop down there, do you, while you're at it?
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, a very warm routine, but a great one. Hey, listen, as I said in the intro, I saw you actually in on your toes. And you really enjoyed that. Fabulous music.
Oh, I had a great time,
How long did you run with that?
Year and a half.
Was it as long as that? Yeah. Anyway, these folks are not doing too bad. They haven't got rid of the bin yet, but they're hoping on each one that comes in, you know? You're going to leave this as the clue?
Yes.
And that's...
a pick.
A pick, okay, yeah. Okay, and what about the rhyme, Tim? What's
the rhyme? The rhyme is, cure the fever, stop the rot, no justice here if this you've got.
Oh, says everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Flavin. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
All the best. Good luck. Oh. Well, an ooh came from back here, but what happened here? You can hear one at the Stone or the Boot again. Which would you like to hear?
The boot, I think.
You want to hear the boot again?
Yes,
Okay. Item number 2. This came in from Andrew O'Connor. An old boot. He said, not so dusty. If you win, you'll see it shining like a pin. So, now you have 3 on the table. 1 more has to go. What, love? What was that? No, it's all right. Don't go look. We all want to hear what you got to say.
Got to get rid of the axe.
Pick, yes.
What do you think, Bob?
Get rid of the pick.
I think we'll get rid of that one.
You want to get rid of the pick?
Yeah.
Why the pick? 'Cause you don't like the look of it?
No, because it says, because it's like a pickaxe, and if you don't want something, you axe it, don't you? So
Yes.
could be to get rid
And
of
you
it.
said ooh about the pick, so you don't mind if it goes, do you? Oh, no, they're quite happy about it. So it's going, is it?
Yes.
Right, OK, then, Bob, you're going to reject the pick, which came in just now from Tim Flavin, a big sigh there. OK, he said, cure the fever, stop the rot. No justice here if this you've got. What have you got? Let's have a look. OK. Cure the fever, stop the rot. To cure a fever, you need to lower temperatures. If you lower temperatures far enough, you stop things rotting. Perhaps the pick is a nice pick. No justice here if this you've got. Justice could mean just ice, but not just ice. Yes, take a look at this here.
Is it a fridge? Is it a freezer? No, it's a food conservation centre. With this 4-door cabinet, you decide what you want in each compartment. Fridge, freezer, chill cabinet, or cellar for wine storage. At the flick of a switch, the fridge and the cellar become a fresh food larder, and the centre also contains a built-in drinks dispenser.
Yes. Oh, you wish you'd have got that, don't you, eh? Oh, they want to go through that right now. They want to party right here, they want. That wasn't all, though, do you know? Because we'd also arranged, if you'd have won that, enough gift vouchers for you to fill the whole thing several times over again. What a fabulous prize. Thank you, Caroline. It's been rejected. It has to go. Oh, dear. Again, not the dreaded dusty bin, huh? Oh, dear, we're going to go on right now, back to Oasis and have our final item. And here's a group. They are my favourite group. Here with their latest release. Will you please welcome Kaja? Massive. I'm afraid of you.
Oh, are you? Well, don't
no.
That's
that's your latest record, eh?
That's right.
Good luck with that. I know you're doing an album soon.
Yes.
Oh, good. Lovely. Well, it's good to have you here. They're trying to get rid of you-know-who, and they're wondering what you're bringing for them this time as a clue. What is it, Nick?
Well, it's a...
fly. It's a fly, yeah. It's a nice one. Oh, but you're glad it's here. And what about the rhyme? What's that say for them?
Well, make something out of this. If king and castle be one night, this is a hit for you on sight.
And that's the very last one you're going to hear. Nick, thank you very much. Kaja. Thank you, Nick. Bye-bye. Yeah.
You get flies down the dustbin, don't you?
It's got B one night as well, which is B-I-N. If it was night spelt with an N.
Well, that's the last one that comes in. You've just heard it.
And it flies around the dustbin, don't you?
Yeah.
And
If it's
the song was I'm Afraid of You as well.
We're frightened of the bin.
Oh dear, you're frightened, yeah. Especially when it's the last three on the table. Well, you can hear one of the other two again, remember? To refresh your memory on the...
Please.
Yes, which one do you want to hear? The stone or the boot?
It's up to you.
We had the boot last time, didn't we?
Yeah,
So
we'll have
hear
the
the stone.
Do you want to hear the stone again?
Yes,
okay,
please.
before making up your mind. Okay, the stone came in item number 3 from Helen Gelzer. She said, not green, though so-called, without fail, don't throw it in the army jail. So, there you are. That's the last 3 on the table, and we do know, of course, that Dusty Bin is here now. One of these final 3. So what one's going this time? They probably need a bit of help. Any idea? You having a good chat? No? No idea at all? No?
Yeah, I think the fly.
Bin.
Yes, we'll get rid of the fly.
We'll get rid of the fly.
Want to get rid of the fly? Yeah? Is that all right?
Okay.
Yeah? It's very unanimous back here, but what about you two?
Yes, we'll be unanimous as well.
Unanimous? You want to get rid of the fly? You don't like that? I mean, it's a pretty horrible looking thing, isn't it?
It is.
Look at that.
Oh,
dear. So that's going to be rejected, yes?
Yes.
Okay, the fly being rejected came in item number 5 from Nick of Kaja. He said, if the king and the castle be one night, this is a hit with you on sight. Okay? So. Now then, having another thought, I've got it open now, you've rejected it. Yeah, it's too late, I'm afraid. Okay, Nick brought you in the fly and said, if the king and the castle be one night, king, knight and castle, spelt with a K, are all pieces of chess. A number of songs from the musical Chess have been hits. This is a hit with you on sight. So we're looking for a hit from chess. Now, one of them started one night spelt without a K. One night in, do you remember that? One night in Bangkok. It's a 3-2-1 holiday to Bangkok.
First, a scheduled flight to Bangkok, the heart of Thailand. The charm and colour of this fabulous city is breathtaking. From the grace of the traditional dances to the crowded waterways and the floating markets, there is so much to do and to see. You can visit the walled grounds of the Grand Palace, the temple of the Emerald Buddha and its 160-foot gold statue. Try your hand or foot at Thai boxing, and then, as a complete contrast, finish your holiday at Pattaya, now one of the leading beach resorts in the world.
Oh, Alison, I saw you shaking your head. You'd have loved that. I would. Yeah, you too. Never been there, huh? I haven't. Oh, I've been there for a couple of days. A sensational place, a wonderful holiday. You haven't booked your holiday either, have you? Oh, dear. I'll tell you what, for that you can have this fly here. What a shame. I'm afraid it's been rejected, so it has to go. And we're at the moment that, yes, you dread, and I dread, and everybody at home dreads, of course, the final 2 on the table. And you've really got to start thinking about these, OK? Because we know one of them's the bin. Good luck to you. I'll refresh your memory on these. The old boot, of course, came in from Andrew O'Connor. Item number 2, and said, not so dusty if you win. You'll see it shining like a pin. OK?
And the bin would be shiny, wouldn't it?
Yep. And the stone came in item number 3 from Helen Gelser. She said, not green, though so-called without fail, don't throw it in the army jail. So, you need a bit of help from everybody here. Oh, listen to this. There's war going on out here. What do you reckon there, loves? You we daren't? Oh, we daren't. No, not after that flies, you daren't. Well, Bob and Alison, it's up to you.
What do you think? I don't know.
What do you think? You don't know, I know. It's so easy when you're sitting at home.
Not green.
We do know one of them's the bin, of course. That's the thing. So whatever you know, if you get rid of that, whatever it is, you get a lovely prize.
Not dusty if you win.
Oh, dear. I wouldn't want this one.
Do a dustbin wouldn't be dusty if you win a new one, would it?
No.
I don't know. Anything could happen here. As I say, it's not easy when you're standing here trying to work it out. You choose, you choose. What do you reckon, folks? Any idea? The boot? What, the boot? Keep? You mean? Want to keep? Sing it out? Oh. Oh, dear, listen to this. What do you think?
Get rid of the stone.
Oh, the stone, the boot. Here, listen, it's up to you. You're the 2 people here.
You decide. You decide.
It's up to you. Oh, you decide.
Go on.
Oh, gosh. It's not easy. It really
Stone.
You want to get rid of the stone?
Do I?
What do you say? I don't know. Don't look at me. It's up to you.
The boss says get rid of the stone.
What do you say, Alison? Is that
I'll
okay?
go along with him.
Yeah? You don't mind, Bob? Yeah, you're going to go along with that? You see, it's awful when you get to the final 2 on the table. So, the stone going to go or the boot? What do you say?
Stone.
He said it twice, yes?
Yeah. Oh,
is that all right, Alison? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, okay.
All right, then. The stone is being rejected.
The boot.
Huh?
The boot. Change my mind, the boot. Can I change my mind?
No one's ever done that. I haven't owned it yet, so I can do that. What, you're going to have a stand-up war here, are you?
No.
It's up to you. Huh? No what?
He'll have the stone. Then I can blame him. Then I can blame him.
Just a moment. He's going to have the stone. You mean you're going to give it to him on the chops?
I might do.
You want to keep the stone, and what do you want to do?
He says reject the stone so I can hit him with it.
So
if
that's
it's wrong.
okay. You are going to hit him with it if it's wrong. So you're definitely going to reject the stone.
Yeah.
That's okay? It's all right, isn't it? We're going to get that now. We've rejected the stone?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then, Bob.
Can I get it ready?
Oh, you get it ready. Good luck to you. Here we are. Item number 3 came in from Helen Gelser. Not green, though so-called without fail. Don't throw it in the army jail. Helen brought you the stone and said, not green, though so-called without fail. So we're looking for something that's normally called green, though it isn't. Don't throw it in the army jail. If the don't throw it refers to the stone, well, there's one category of people who shouldn't throw stones. They're the ones who live in another name for army jails, glass houses, normally referred to as greenhouses. Take a look at this.
This hexagonal greenhouse is made from western red cedar wood and comes complete with shelving, a capillary watering system, cedar blinds, heating and aluminium roof blinds. To complete the prize, this range of matching garden furniture comprising chairs, table and bench seat.
Oh, dear. Oh, Alison. So, you want to do it now? There's the stone, or will you do it a bit later on? Oh, no, don't do it. It's not that easy. Nobody wanted that one, but I'm afraid you know what that means, of course. That is the last fabulous prize. That's the last one on the table. So, of course, it is Dusty Bin. Off you go. Let's go and get it. Let's get your dustbin. Oh. Awesome, Bob. There you go. Stand there and have a look at this. Oh, I know how you feel right now. Andrew brought you the old boot. Not so dusty if you win. You'll see it shining like a pin. Now then, how did they get to that? Not so dusty if you win. That sounds as though this might be a good prize. Some luck, eh? Not so dusty. But don't forget, if you win Dusty, you don't actually get him. Well, of course you don't. You'll see it shining like a pin. Well, the galvanized bin is going to be shining like a pin. If you left Dusty on the table, that's the place for Dusty Bin. But it's not as bad as all that, remember. You've got to this part of the show, and a lot of people have won the bin, you know. And I always go back to the very first time it was won, and it was won by Clodagh Rogers and Terry Wogan. Had some of that. Money you won in the quiz, of course, which Linda Lee has for you. How much was it, Linda?
£300.
£300, folks. Was very good. Oh, yeah. And, of course, the ceramic Dusty Bin that I know you did want, Alison. Bob, you've been a smashing sport. Thanks very much, Alison.
Thank you.
All the best to everybody in Melton Mowbray. Give them a round of applause, folks. They've been super couple here. We all feel for you tonight. A super show, as always. You can't win all the time, but I think you'll agree it's been a pretty good night. I'd like to thank all of our people on our show, our contestants, our guests, most of all you. Take care, have a good week. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.